Hello, everybody. Miss Debbie here. Looking forward to tonight's story time. I am winding down after a busy day. Maybe you are too. We had a big storm the other day, and you could see behind me some branches and logs and tipped over trash bins. We had quite the wind. I hope you were safe last night and that nothing bad happened in your yard, and that you kept safe. I was a little scared of the wind, but it was okay. I called my mommy on the phone. She made me feel better. So the library is still not open, but you can go in and pick up books in the lobby. You can call on the phone and say, I'd really like to get the book called I Stink by McMullen, Kate McMullen. Could you put it on hold for me? And they'll put it on hold for you and put it in the lobby, and you can go in and pick it up. So I hope you do. When we go outside, we guess what? We wear our mask. How do you like this pretty mask? It's a little bit difficult to understand people behind the mask because your voice is kind of muffled. Your voice gets kind of muffled. And a lot of our ability to understand each other is to look at the facial expressions and to even read lips. I'll bet you can read lips if you don't even know it. You just learn it automatically. So if you're going to go out and about, you put this mask on, and if you are outside like I am right now, take your mask off and enjoy the day. So this morning I was sitting in the same spot, and the sunlight was shining on me, and I was having a cup of coffee and talking to my friend. And in the sunlight, when I spoke, you could see little droplets, and that's what happens when we speak, because we have spit in our mouth, which is called saliva, which is really necessary for eating, and and sometimes when we're talking, just little droplets come out. So the reason why we wear a mask in public when we go out is to keep those little droplets from going out in case we're sick and have germs, or keeping other people's droplets from coming into our nose and mouth. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing. It seems strange to some people, but it's a good thing. So here we are, story time. I have lots of songs and stories for tonight. So let's start. Hello, everybody. How are you? How are you? How are you? Hello, everybody. How are you? How are you today? I hope you're fine. I'm having a good day. I don't know why. Maybe because I had a good breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I have extra energy. I'm eating all these garden fruits and vegetables, and so I hope you're doing the same, so that you maybe get an ice pop in there somewhere. It's okay. Sometimes my mommy takes me over to my friend's house to play. Sometimes she's gone a little while, and sometimes she's gone all day. But my mommy comes back, my mommy comes back, my mommy comes back to get me. My mommy comes back, she always comes back, she never would forget me. I love that song. Um, the next song is "Oh Little Playmate." We've sang it before, and it comes out of this book by Nina Cruz, and I love this book. I want this book for my own, but I can't have it. It belongs to the library, so I just keep borrowing it from the library. So it's okay. I have a library card. You can get one too. So this is called "Oh Little Playmate." And see those girls? They are playing a hand game. They're probably singing along to Miss Mary Mack. Now, we've sang Miss Mary Mack. I think we sang it last week. Miss Mary Mack, 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 all dressed in black, black, black with silver buttons, buttons, buttons all down her back. She asked her mother, mother, mother for 50 cents, cents, cents to see the elephants, elephants, elephants jump the fence. They jumped so high, 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 they touched the sky, 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 and didn't come back, back, back to the 4th of July, lie, lie. So they're probably singing that song while they're doing this hand clapping game. Maybe we could learn that. It's kind of fun. It's easy for little kids and harder for adults. But the picture here is for the song that goes, "Oh, little playmate, come out and play with me, and bring your dollies 3. Climb up my apple tree, climb up my rain barrel, slide down my cellar door, and we'll be jolly pals forevermore." And the little playmate responds, "Oh no, my playmate, I can't come play with you. My dollies have the flu. Oh, boo hoo 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 hoo. Can't climb your rain barrel, can't slide down your cellar door, but we'll be jolly pals forevermore." Cha cha cha. So I love that song. I love all these songs. I don't sing it unless I love it. But anyway, I love that book by Nina Cruz. So our first story today is called "The Boy Who Lost His Bumble." Now, I am a big fan of bumblebees. Here's my little bee. Wonder if he can sit on my shoulder while I read the story. I'm a big fan of bees. This year I planted a bee garden. You can see one of the flowers behind me. It's called a hyssop, and it's loaded with bees all the time. Bees are very important to pollinate our gardens so that flowers and vegetables and fruits can grow. So it's good to support our bees. This is a book about the boy who lost his bumble. So you probably heard about bumblebees. Bumblebees is a nice term. Bumblebees. They kind of just go bumbling around. They have a pattern. Let's find out. Once there was a boy who loved his garden. Look at this beautiful yellow pictures. He loved the flowers. He loved the trees. I'll bet you could draw flowers and trees like that. But most of all, he loved the bees. He kept a bumblebee diary. Amir likes pink flowers. Bob is very fuzzy. Honestly, I never got close enough to a bee to see if it was fuzzy or not. And Holly plays with Sue. Lynn is very buzzy. Buzz. And Seb loves dancing. Did you ever see bees dance? They just dance from one to another. Sue likes playing hide and seek. The bees were always happy, and watching them made the boy happy too. That's his bee diary. Then one day it started to rain, and the clouds began to rumble. What does that mean when the clouds begin to rumble? A little bit of thunder? It was so wet, even the bees lost their bumble. I wonder where bees do go when it rains. They go back to the hive, or, I don't know, tuck into a flower? Where do bees sleep anyway? Without the bees, the boy was empty. He's not even colorful. Things just weren't the same anymore. Rain, rain, go away, come again another day. Let the bees come out and play. Rain, rain, go away. He tried everything he could think of to make them come back. He dressed like a bee. He made a bee hotel with free Wi-Fi, but nothing seemed to work. One day, the garden froze, and the boy felt even emptier. He wondered if the bees would ever return. He tried to keep busy with other things, but it was no good. He had almost given up hope when the sun rose, the snow began to melt, and very, very slowly things started to change. So this little shriveled up sprout is getting stronger in the sun and stronger and stronger. The boy started to feel a little less empty. And before long, buzz, ooh, one landed on his head. Before long, he got his Bumble back. Yay! Perhaps Bumbles always come back. I hope so. I love this book. And then the author, whose name is Trudy Esberger, she has her own bee diary in the back of the book where she asks questions and finds the answers. Where do bumblebees go in the winter? Why are bees important? Bees are in trouble, but you can help. And you can. And so you could look it up on the internet or read a book like this and find out how you can help the bees. I help the bees by planting a bee garden. And by the way, I'll just tell you a little secret. My name is Miss Debbie, and guess what Debbie means? Bee. It means bee. It's a Hebrew name, Devorah, for bee. Isn't that special? It makes me feel good. He's a funny looking bee. He looks like a Winnie the Pooh bee, don't you think? Oy, oy, oy. Let's see. Ooh, I have another song for us. Because that book made me so happy, we're going to sing, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Come on. If you're happy and you know it, then you really ought to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet, stomp, stomp. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet, stomp, stomp. If you're happy and you know it, then you really ought to show it. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet, stomp, stomp. I'm just looking for my little doggy. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! If you're happy and you know it, then you really ought to show it. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! If you're happy and you know it, do all three, clap, clap, stomp, stomp, hooray! If you're happy and you know it, do all three, clap, clap, stomp, stomp, hooray! If you're happy and you know it, then you really ought to show it. If you're happy and you know it, do all three, clap, clap, stomp, stomp, hooray! And my favorite exercise is getting you to do all three at the very same exact time. So you clap your hands and keep clapping and stomp your feet, clap and stomp, and you can shout hooray because your mouth doesn't have to work that hard. Hooray! See, I knew you could do it. So I'm going to take a little water to hydrate. Important to drink lots of water in the summertime because it's one hot summer day. By Nina Cruz. Well, how do you like that? Nina Cruz wrote this book with all of our great songs, and then she wrote One Hot Summer Day. I just think, I didn't know that when I picked the book up at the library. And then Here is a picture of Nina Cruz. She went to school and became an artist. And guess what? Both of her parents are artists of books that we read. And her father is Donald Cruz, and you probably read his books. And her mother is Ann Jonas, and I'm sure you've read her books. So, isn't it a small world? I just love putting things together. So, she was an art student, and she put together this wonderful picture book with photographs and pictures, and it's called One Hot Summer Day. And we sure know what that's all about because we've been having many hot summer days. Holy moly. And today's not too bad, so thank goodness for that. So this is about a little girl who lives in the city. I grew up in the city like this. And here she is. You can tell she's in the city because look, there's a traffic light, so she's maybe on the sidewalk, and a street sign telling cars which way to go. And because it's summer and it's hot, she's wearing her sunglasses in the sun, which is a good thing, and she's made a fold-up paper fan out of newspapers. Good idea. I wish I thought of that a few days ago when it was really hot. On these hot summer days, dogs pant. That's how dogs cool off. They stick their tongue out and go. They they just do that. It's called panting. Hydrants are open. Sometimes they open hydrants just so the kids can cool off. Women carry umbrellas for the shade. You'll see that around. People carry umbrellas. Did you ever hear that expression, it's hot enough to fry an egg on the sidewalk? Well, it is hot enough to fry an egg on the sidewalk, but she tried it and said, well, maybe not. Maybe not. It's a good experiment. My mother tells me to play inside games. She's put the fan on high. Instead, not me, I stand outside and tease my shadow. Is it fun to play with your shadow? It is fun. Then I run into the shade and draw pictures. I'll bet you're doing that right in your driveway, drawing pictures with chalk. Maybe you're playing a game called hopscotch. Well, it's too hot to play on the swings or even in the sandbox, and it's definitely too hot to go down the slide. Woo-wee, that is too hot. So, in order to cool off, she eats 2 grape popsicles in a row. That's a wonderful way to cool off. I think I'll do that tonight. I like raspberry popsicles. How about you? Uh-oh. I look at the sky. It's getting dark and cloudy. What do you think that means? Thunder comes, and then big raindrops. She's sticking her tongue out to catch the raindrops. Do you ever do that? I dance in the rain. I splash in the puddles. I sing in the rain. And then the rain stops. After the rain stops, the sun comes out again and it's nice and cool. That's when I run to the playground and I swing so high. The end. It's fun to be a kid on a summer day. Alrighty then. Okay, how about, you know what? Let's do the wheels on the bus. And has anyone taken a bus ride lately? No, me either. I don't go anywhere lately. I just stay in my yard. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town. The doors on the bus go open and shut, open and shut, open and shut. The doors on the bus go open and shut, all through the town. You know this song. What if it's raining? The wipers on the bus go swish, 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 swish. The wipers on the bus go swish, 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 all through the town. The horn on the bus goes beep, 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 beep. The horn on the bus goes beep, 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 all through the town. The driver on the bus says, move on back, move on back, move on back. The driver on the bus says, move on back, all through the town. The money on the bus goes clink, 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 clink. The money on the bus goes clink, 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 all through the town. The brakes on the bus go pump, 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 pump. The brakes on the bus go pump, 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 all through the town. The people on the bus go side to side, side to side, side to side. The people on the bus go side to side, all through the town. The babies on the bus go wah, 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 wah. Wah, wah, wah. The babies on the bus go wah, 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 all through the town. The mommies on the bus go shh, 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 shh. The mommies on the bus go shh, 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 all through the town. Big Wolf and Little Wolf by Sharon Phillips Denslow. You're going to like this book. Do you know what sound a wolf makes? Ow! Do they howl at the moon? Maybe. I think it's coyotes that howl at the moon. But we'll pretend wolves howl at the moon. I went to this wolf place up in Columbia, New Jersey, I think. It's a wolf sanctuary, and it was so cool when they howled. They didn't howl loud like a coyote. They just lift their head a little bit, and a little howl comes from their throat. It was beautiful. It was one of the most beautiful things I ever heard. Big Wolf and Little Wolf. Late one night, just before the moon disappeared, Big Wolf sat Little Wolf on his knee. "Sing me a good night song, Daddy," Little Wolf said. So Big Wolf sang, "Oh, a little wolf sat on a big wolf's knee. Said the little wolf, sing a song for me." The big wolf stretched his throat out long and sang Little Wolf this yowly song. I'm a wolf, I'm a wolf, I'm a big gray wolf. I sleep all day, I sing all night. I snap my teeth in an overbite. I'm a wolf, I'm a wolf, I'm a big gray wolf. I like to chew, I like to eat. I use my nose to smell my feet. Little Wolf giggled and said, "Sing more, Daddy." So Big Wolf did. I'm a wolf, I'm a wolf, I'm a big gray wolf. I dig up holes, I scratch up dirt. I howl at the moon in my old nightshirt. Ow! I'm a wolf, I'm a wolf, I'm a big gray wolf. I chase wild ducks, I jump on bugs. I wrestle my son and give him hugs. Little Wolf gave Big Wolf a hug too. Then he said, "Here's a song for you, Daddy." I'm a wolf, I'm a wolf, I'm a little gray wolf. I like to bounce, I like to play. I chase my tail round and round all day. Suddenly, there was a rustling and a growling in the bushes behind them. I hear something, Daddy, said Little Wolf. So do I, said Big Wolf. Then there was a scritching and a scratching in the bushes behind them. I hear a scritching and scratching, said Little Wolf. So do I, said Big Wolf. Something was in the bushes. Who's there? Big Wolf growled. Little Wolf saw two tall ears rise above the bushes. He saw two big eyes and a big shiny nose. And then he heard, I'm a wolf, I'm a wolf, I'm a big mama wolf. I scare silly wolves, I make them run. I hide in the woods just having fun. Big Wolf and Little Wolf yowled and ran through the bushes chasing Mama Wolf until they all fell down in a happy tumble right in front of their den. You almost scared me, Mama, said Little Wolf. Mama Wolf kissed his nose. It's time for bed, Little Wolf, she said. But first, sing me a good night song, said Little Wolf. So Mama Wolf and Big Wolf did. We are wolves, we are wolves, we are fine gray wolves. Our sleep is deep, our snores are long, and in our dreams there is one more song. Aroo! 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 Good night. Isn't that the sweetest book? I'm a wolf, I'm a wolf, I'm a big gray wolf. Well, we must sing on top of spaghetti because we're still learning the song, right? And I want you to be able to sing it with your friends and just have fun with it. So let's try it, see if you can remember the words. See if I can remember the words. On top of spaghetti, all covered with cheese, I lost my poor meatball. When somebody sneezed, it rolled off the table and onto the floor. My poor little meatball rolled out of the door. It rolled in the garden and under a bush. And then my poor meatball was nothing but mush. The mush was as tasty could be. And early next summer, it grew into a tree. The tree was all covered with beautiful moss, and it grew great big meatballs and tomato sauce. So, if you eat spaghetti all covered with cheese, hold on to your meatball and don't ever sneeze. And remember, if you sneeze, you cover your mouth. Don't sneeze on your food or anyone else's food. For goodness sake. Alrighty. Well, last week we had dinosaur versus the potty, and tonight we have dinosaur versus bedtime. Love Dinosaur. He's so cute. You like Dinosaur? He's Adorps by Bob Shea. Roar! I'm a dinosaur. Roar! Nothing can stop me. Roar, 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 roar. Dinosaur versus a pile of leaves. Jump in those leaves. Scatter them around. Roar! roar. Dinosaur wins against the pile of leaves. Roar, 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 roar. Dinosaur versus a big slide. As long as the slide isn't hot. Roar, 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 roar. He slides down the slide. Dinosaur wins. Roar, 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 roar. Dinosaur versus a bowl of spaghetti. What were we just talking about? Wait, are there meatballs in the spaghetti? Maybe. Roar, 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 roar! I eat it up all the spaghetti. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Roar, roar. Dinosaur wins. Yum, yum, yum. Love spaghetti. Roar, 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 roar. Dinosaur versus talking grown-ups. Blah, 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 blah. Grown-ups are so boring. Blah, blah. Oh, no, run! Roar! Run! It's a dinosaur! Run! Help! Roar! Dinosaur wins again! Dinosaur, roar, 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 versus bath time and toothbrushing! Roar, 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 roar. Ooh, brush, 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 brush. Look at that smile, would you? Dinosaur wins again! Now Dinosaur must face the biggest challenge of the day. Roar, 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 roar. Bedtime. Oh, bedtime. Oh, bedtime. He has his jammies on. Roar, 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 roar. He's losing steam. Roar. He's getting tired. Roar. Bedtime wins. Good night, little dinosaur. The end to that. Skidamarinka-dink-a-dink, skidamarinka-doo. I love you. Skidamarinka-dink-a-dink, skidamarinka-doo. I love you. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening and underneath the moon. Oh, skidamarinka-dink-a-dink, skidamarinka-doo. I love you. Cha-cha-cha. Ah, I think there's some little grass particles blowing around out here. Ah. So, let's see. I'm just looking at my, well, I call it a set list. This is the list of books and songs that I want to do. Sometimes I remember them, but sometimes I don't. So, when we get ready for bed, we say, this is the way we wash our face, wash our face, wash our face. This is the way we wash our face before we go to bed. This is the way we brush our teeth, brush our teeth, brush our teeth. This is the way we brush our teeth before we go to bed. This is the way we comb our hair, comb our hair, comb our hair. This is the way we comb our hair before we go to bed. This is the way we blow a kiss, blow a kiss, blow a kiss. This is the way we blow a kiss before we go to bed. And Mother says, it's time for Lily White's party. And that could be a nice thing, because Lily White has a nice cool bed sheets, and you've had a nice bath and you're cooled off, and then you crawl into these nice Lily White bed sheets and listen to a few stories, and just snuggle down and think of what a good day you had. That's a great way to go to sleep. And our last book is called Goodnight Owl. And as you know, you probably know, owls are nighttime animals. So they're up all night. And then there's animals that come out in the day, and then they sleep at night. Can you think of any other animals um, that are supposed to come out at night and not in the day? I'm thinking maybe your raccoons come out at night. What about foxes? Are they nocturnal or nighttime animals? Well, let's see what animals are going to bed in this book. Who will sleep? Owl asks. Who will sleep behind the tree? Well, good night, Moose. It looks like he sleeps standing up. Who will sleep in the pond? Let's see. Good night, frogs. Frogs will sleep in the pond. They're sleeping on a lily pad. Who will sleep near the pond in the swamp weeds? Cattails, I think they're called. Who will sleep near the pond? Good night, ducks. Good night, geese. Who will sleep in the forest? Good night, bear. Good night, deer. And now, when the sun comes up, you see the sun coming up? Good morning, sun. And when the sun comes up, we say good night, owl. And that's a sweet little book. You can find these books in the library. I hope you check out a bunch of books to keep yourself happy. Like when it's really hot, you want to stay in the house and sit near a fan. So, you know what Mother says, go hippity hop to bed. I'd rather stay up instead. When Mother says must, there's nothing but just go hippity hop to bed. It's fun to go hippity hop. It's kind of like dancing off to Lily White's party, right? So I'm going to sing two more songs. One we know, You Are My Sunshine, and then a new one, just for fun. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Right? Remember the baby sign language for I love you? You can walk around all day and sing, and that could be your very secret language. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. And here's a song for you to keep in your heart, okay? Where your light shines, your little light of love shines. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Don't you think that light shines when you're smiling? This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Always remember, you have a beautiful light to shine. I love you. Good night. Sweet dreams. Have some good dreams. wake up happy.